All the architect did was draw what Denice told me to draw. And this woman is a rock star. And she realized that we wanted a place to have these meetings. And we could put another 30 guys on it. And Mary Ann just said she thinks it's even better than the church.
I think
Oh, no, I thought you were going to take a nap.
Trish is the only smarty there, like right over there.
Yeah?
I didn't want to.
All right. So here we go. Denice is going to talk about ATM.
Need a whistle.
Is it okay if we move the camera up closer on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, just pull it straight, kind of straight out, and then. Yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to see it, but go ahead. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
So several, 2 people told me that we need a new camera. They have Zoom cameras now. So we'll buy that. If this isn't that Zoom camera.
Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah. The Zoom one. Okay.
I love every piece of technology we can buy, and we will make this better. This was our first run at this meeting, and I think it's gone really well. And it will be good.
Shush!
See what happens.
Denise.
We got Denice down in the house. She's used to yelling at those horses. So, yeah, we've come a long way, baby. We're going to continue to get better. We just finally figured out how to do the iPad on the screen. We're quite proud of that. So take it away, baby.
All right. So, I just spent 2 weeks with basically there were 8 of us total in Africa, 6 of them $1 million earners, right? And everybody's talking about, oh yeah, we just ATM. I'm like, I think it's ATM. I felt like such an outsider. And they're like, don't you know add tag message? I'm like, no. And so, you know, when we talk about, you guys wanted to know how to get somebody started, right? And we talk about using the CSI. And however you get people into the funnel of looking at your business, whether it's through Facebook, hold on one second. You guys, I am so sorry, but it's so distracting to have you guys chatting in the back. I'm not as good at focusing as Tom is. So anyway, so however you get people into your funnel, to have them looking at the products or your business, whatever that looks like. Some people are doing it 100% on social media. Some people are doing it just face to face. A lot of people are doing a combination, right? And what is apparent to me is that this ATM is really an incredible way to be able to have people look at your business or your products via social media, right? So ATM stands for add, tag, message. So, and I just wrote this out because I was not very prepared, but so when you add someone, when you have somebody interested, oh, tell me more about your products. Tell me more, I see that everybody's, you know, losing a lot of weight. Or tell me, I love coffee. Tell me about your coffee. You take them to your specific private Facebook group, okay? You figure out which video or testimonial they're going to get the information from. Or maybe it's somebody that you're like, oh, I have somebody on my team that is so successful and you remind me of her so much. So you tag them in that specific post or video, okay? So you add them, you tell them that you're gonna add them. Hey, is it okay if I add you to my private group? Sure. You tag them in the video or the testimonial that they're gonna resonate with or they want more information about. And then you message them later on. Hey, did you get a chance to watch it? What'd you think? Or, so that's really it, add, tag, message. Now what's cool about this is that people go, oh, I can do that. I can add people, I can tag people, I can message people. And the other thing is, the thing that people are using out there all the time is not just a message via, typing, but a voice message on Facebook, where they can hear your voice and they go, and you go, this is so fantastic that you watched that. I want to also introduce you to my upline, and you bring your upline in, and then your upline leaves a voice message in the stream as well. So they hear, and they can listen to the message on their timing, right? And then your upline, and how quickly can you leave a message, where you just say a few things, like you can say it so quickly as opposed to typing it out. And it means a lot more. Does that make sense? So so we have We Team Transformation, right? This is our private Facebook group that's all about product. Move over.
Yeah, just a little bit that way.
That
No,
way?
that way. That
Oh,
way.
this one?
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Now we got
I gotta get my glasses.
No way.
Yeah, I gotta do it. So here, you have Jen's, she has a post here. You have somebody that says, I absolutely love coffee. Really? Wouldn't it be awesome if you could make a little side money just talking about coffee? If you love coffee that much, in fact, I'm gonna add you to a private Facebook group. Would that be okay? Yes, always get their okay. Because there's nothing that drives you more crazy than people adding you to groups that you don't, that drives me nuts. Right?
Ask permission.
Ask permission. So you add them to the group and you go, hey, check out this. You put their name down here. Jen just put this. Thank you, Tom Chenault, for explaining how wonderful coffee is. It truly does make a difference in the lives of others. This is a post. You can go in. You can tag their name. They can watch it. You go to a video. There's a video right here. Dr. Wallach from the One Star Call on Thursday, right? He gave an incredible explanation about the coronavirus, right? Why it's important to take the 90 essential nutrients, the oxidation, all that stuff. You tag them in that, you have them watch it. And then you follow up with a voice message in Facebook. Is that cool enough? And it's and everybody can do it. And whether they're building a business via, building a business where they're doing the 416, 64, 256, 2024, 4096.
She did it.
Pretty impressive. Or you're just talking about the product, sharing the products, right? Anybody can do this. And the great thing is that they go, oh, that's simple. I can do that. So there we go, ATM. And that's, no kidding. In a particular company, this one gal, she does $4 million in business every single month. And half of her team is using the ATM.
Wow.
And they don't have, why I'm excited and I wanted to hold off was because they don't have to transfer buying.
Yeah. And Jen has a question too.
Running out of material.
I need some comic relief.
So all of you are so passionate about something in the business. Denise went to Africa, and Claire gave her all kinds of tips on what to take the night had said. Because that's what Claire does. So all of a sudden somebody walks up to Claire and goes, man, you're a wonderful naturopathic doctor, but I heard they've got coffee. Claire doesn't. Claire can't spell coffee. So she scoots over to We Team Transformation. She looks for the guy that knows coffee better than anything. I'm drinking it right here in my hand. When you are in recovery, you have to have something in your hand all the time. And this coffee is a lot better than a chicken sandwich. So she just goes over there, and I'm passionate about the coffee, so I popped on there like Jen did. I told the story about the coffee. There were no facts on that. It was 100%. I love this coffee, and you need to be drinking it. And if you're not drinking this coffee, you're crazy. Because I'll tell you one thing right now, when you told people to go to your favorite movie, you didn't tell them the whole movie. You told them the part you loved the most and where you were most passionate. No facts, no nothing, nothing. So just be passionate and fall in love with something. And what's going on with this 1+ thing is really, really cool, because we're going to expose you to so much more cool stuff. So with the coffee shop interview and the 100, and the reason I'm really excited about today is, you're going to go into, hopefully, Sean Brown and Lauren Castronovo and Alex Tice and Steve Wallach and Michelle Wallach and Dave Brisky and Scott Salick will give us some stuff inside of the videos that we can load onto WeTeam that are involved in that 1+ deal, so people realize that they can do it. What's going on?
Well, no, I was just gonna point out, I mean, Fred Vancouver.
Yeah, Fred did some videos.
Interview with Dr. Blitt, right? So that's up there. So the point of this is to be able to give you resources to be able to do exactly the ATM.
And we're watching it. Mary Ann is watching it. I'm watching it. Pamela's watching it. And I think we have one corporate person watching it for income claims and health claims. Because we want to make damn sure that nobody, because we're letting this thing be kind of the wild, wild west. But we can't get ourselves in trouble. And having said that, don't make income claims. Don't make health claims. Don't say the word heal. I said heal a minute ago on emotional problems. I didn't even like saying that. Whatever you do, don't say the products heal things. Whatever you do, anybody got any snot? She usually goes like that. Yeah. It's what I love. Everything about Denise, I love. If she was gone to Alaska for 2 weeks, Africa, and I look like that little guy from I don't even know who I look like. It was horrible. I look like Kramer. You know, on Seinfeld. My hair was just completely off. And I walked into Red Frog Coffee, and Emily Kelly, the owner of the place, goes, "What's that?" I go, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "What's that?" I go, "What?" And so I don't like anybody pointing at my shirt because it makes me feel like they are doing what Tom Sharp did to me. So I kind of look down to see what happened, and a big old thing is sitting up there, and I go, "Jesus." So I open it up, and it was a pair of boxer shorts.
In your shirt?
Tucked in my shirt.
Jen has a question.
She will tell you 100% I do not look in mirrors, do I? It's crazy. I hate mirrors.
Yeah.
I think we can use that to tag people in, or should we be creating our own?
No, you can use this one. You go in here, WeTeam Transformation, and
Join it.
yeah.
Yeah.
What you don't know is it's getting populated a lot, and there's also, so I named it WeTeam, all kinds of stuff WeTeam, because it wasn't taken in itself. It felt pretty good, but there's also something up there called WeTeam Influencers. And if you go into that group, you're going to answer some questions, and those questions are horrible. Like, you're going to get coached by me, and if you don't do what you said you're going to do, Devin, you get kicked out. So that way you're in, and 2 days later you're out because you promised me you were going to do it, and you didn't do it. So you must not really want to build a business after all. Oh no, my dog ate my homework. I can't do it. No, that's not the deal. We said we're going to do it. We're going to become influencers. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. You're going to do what you said you were going to do. And we're going to accomplish big things together. Well, I don't like that. I hate you. But get out of the group. So it's permission-based and intense as heck. But if you guys want to take your business to the next level, apply to be in that group. Because it is going to be unbelievable. And I don't care how you get your business. I don't care how you get those 100 people that you interview. But you are going to interview them. So if you got them from a Dr. Wallach seminar, if you got them from the newspaper, I don't care how you did it. You're going to have interviews on them. You're going to follow up on them 6 or 7 times. You are going to ask them for business at some point. You are going to drop them off right where they want to be. And then you are going to take the ones that want to build a business to the next level with you by showing them what you're doing. And you're going to go to the convention. You're going to the convention. That's a requirement. So, pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Can't go to the convention. My daughter's getting married. Move the wedding. Unless it's Courtney.
Unless it's Courtney.
How about Courtney? Did you guys see Courtney's award?
Absolutely.
Courtney's a
amazing.
stone. She's amazing.
Yes.
Now, yeah, she is so 1,000 employees at this company she's with. She is her own woman at a level you would not believe. She will tell you what she thinks. No matter how badly it lands, she'll tell you what she thinks around immigration, around literally everything. And she does it with such love, she gets away with it. And she wins that out of 1,000 people. I'm so proud of her. And then our little boy Dominic is over at Bella Vita Coffee on Main Street. If you guys get a chance and go there, you will get the most beautiful, perfectly made, slowest cup of coffee. Unbelievable.
He's an artist.
He's an artist.
Oh, awesome.
And it is excruciating.
If you guys, if you want to take a photo.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So,
Or you can.
yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm glad you got to it. So you do a kind of a synopsis, right? So you CSI people, contact map, follow up 5 to 6 times. And then weave in your story and how you found longevity.
Yeah. Then you go.
As appropriate.
Then you go to transfer buying.
And then, right, and then, well, which leads to transfer buying and then ATM.
Yeah, and you can do that.
Boom.
Right, and you can do that easily with a yellow pad and a red pen. What I'm trying to get you to not have to do is rely on technology that never works. It's that simple. I don't want that for you. Now, the Longevity Go-To app works like a charm. You want to shoot somebody a video, shoot them a video. But start using that, also that We Team transformation page, because it's good, and start throwing some excitement in there, because people are going to feel your excitement and go crazy. So do you still want to join Longevity? So you still want to join? Come on up.
Maria?
Get up here. Yeah, Maria.
Come on, Maria. Come
Oh,
on,
come on,
Maria. Maria, let's go.
Maria.
I love you, Maria.
You never sing to me.
Oh, how about in the mornings? Yeah, I'm singing in the morning a lot more on the Hair on Fire call, and it is so funny. That it's unbelievable, because I am a limerick man. All right, now, talk to me. You like, why would you, I mean, you've been around a lot of companies.
A lot.
A lot. And on the way down, I mean, she's amazing. And she wants to do Longevity. And we first talked a year ago. Maybe longer. Sent her my website. Followed her up once in a while. Loved her. Watched her. She knew Michelle Barnes. Knows Jordan Adler. Knows all the people. And I just loved her. Never, ever went anywhere that she didn't want to go. We just stayed, not so much friends, but just acquaintances for a year, until you decided you wanted to be a part of this thing. And that changed everything. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Now, what was missing in those other companies that you think you're going to find here?
The love.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
The fire your brain, hire your heart.
Mhm.
She's not joining Longevity.
No.
There's 100 companies like Longevity out there. There is only one crew like us. Make that tribe. The reason she's in love is because of the tribe. That's that simple. And please don't think I said it. You have to have a great company. You have to have a great comp plan. You have to have great management. You have to have all that. But the most important thing is the people that you're around, through the crew. What?
Well, you're out of the camera. There you go.
Oh.
Just pay attention. We got a camera here.
Yeah, but that's it. You, okay, so before you took the products, how did you like them?
You mean before?
Yeah, before you ever touched it. You have no idea.
Am I supposed to answer that?
It was a trick question. Because you guys are all crazy. You think that they're buying the product. They're buying you. We're asking her to drink a glass of flavored dirt. That's what we're asking her to drink. Here, try the stir, you're gonna like it. If she doesn't like me, what's she gonna say? No, I'm not drinking flavored dirt, you idiot. But no, I'm just telling you, they're gonna buy you. They're not gonna buy Tom. Wait, I am Tom. They're not gonna, if I'm with her, it means that she's buying me, then she's buying it. The products are gonna have to work. She called 2 days later.
Which
"Oh,
they do.
Yeah, she's flipped out. As soon she's got that handle of the problem there, she loved that. She loves the pollen burst for the energy. She loves the BTT. It's unbelievable. And then she said, I want to drive this Uber for a while till I don't have to do it anymore, and then I'll still drive it for the contacts.
Yep.
Every one of you should be doing it. I have, how many times? How many times? This is the
He can do it in his car, I'm just saying. He
I
wants to
have
test it.
begged her.
I'm like, no. Have you seen, how many times has he spilled the coffee in here?
Oh, I
That is
know.
not happening in the car.
There
Wow.
would be, everybody else is worried about the passengers throwing up in the car. She's worried about the driver.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, where am I down? So you guys, and the reason I say Uber,
That's so smart, Maria.
yeah. And the reason I say Uber, Instacart, or Lyft, or anything that you geniuses are doing is because you get to dictate your own schedule. You get to turn it on and make the dough. You get to turn it off and go do what you want to do. You guys hike, you guys do all this crazy stuff all the time. Go to music concerts. I still don't know who you are there, Mr. Man with the hair. Go sit in on
No, that guy.
What?
Which guy are you talking about? Oh, we got two guys with theirs. Yeah, pull it back just a little bit.
I didn't say Johnny Depp. I said the kid with the body a little more like mine. All right, what's your name?
That's good.
Joseph. Joseph, who are you? Have we ever met before? No, we have. Cool. Yeah, that's all right. No, you're not. I'm 6'3".
Yes, you
You
are.
are strong.
You're both
Touch
the
another.
same. You're both.
The poor guy thought I was going to kiss him, and all I wanted to do was touch him. Okay, so tell us a story about you. You look like you work at Xfinity doing installation. No? Is that what you do? Unbelievable. Somebody told me.
Truth be told.
All right, good. Okay, good.
Oh.
Truth be told. Do not lie.
Whoa.
You keep talking. Okay, so good. You work at Xfinity. How old are you?
Parasite.
How many? You're 24 years old. How long have you been working at Xfinity? Where do you live? You do? And we've never met. Where do you hang out? The gym. Oh,
yeah.
hard to understand that one.
We got the gym, Joshua brought me out here for presentation and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just curious about what happens here.
So, obviously, how do you stay in such good shape?
Let's see here. A little bit of jeans, good eating.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Do you exercise much?
Yeah, exercise quite a bit as well.
Okay, so good eating, good genes. Where's mom and dad?
Both in California.
Really? Why'd you end up in Colorado?
Oh, I just wanted to make a change in life. California is an old pitfall, so round me out.
Okay, good. And okay, so
He's trying.
what do you think about money? Like it?
Yeah, I like mine.
A lot?
Half and half. I don't try to let it control me or dictate me.
You want to be filthy rich when you get old?
No, I just want to be content.
Good. And how about married?
No,
You want to get married one of these days?
not at the moment.
No. Okay, good. Your parents still married?
Let's see here.
Okay, good. That one was a pause like none of your business. And what else do you love? What do you love to do? What are you passionate about?
Let's see here. I'm passionate about cars, working out and such.
What kind of cars?
Let's see here. Combustion engines. What's the other sports cars?
Did you like that little BMW up front?
The one that you.
The little red one?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of like that. A little compact.
The little 1973, 2002 BMW TIR. You ever heard of that?
No, I've seen that car around town.
Yeah, it's cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a car guy. Did you see the car in the garage?
I haven't.
It is not internal combustion. It's a Tesla P100D, which is the fastest car other than a Bugatti on the road. So let's take a little spin after we get out of here.
Oh yeah, that'll be nice.
So,
Hold on to your brain.
okay, so let me see what else. So do you think you want to do a little side gig possibly?
Right now, maybe, but I'm kind of content with what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's a good job. And how hard do you work?
To be honest, not really hard at all. It's fairly easy. Yeah.
I want that job. Okay, good. And what do you do at night?
Let's see here. Usually work out,
Okay.
research some things, and keeping it simple here. I just moved over here, so I'm still trying to, make that circle here.
So you're a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
No. You're not supposed to say thank you. Love it. So at the gym, do you wear the workout clothes?
Let's see.
So you're looking pretty buff and stuff in the
Yeah,
gym.
yeah,
Yeah, so the girls or men, anybody who walks up and says, man, holy mackerel, you look like an Xfinity installer. They don't say that, do they?
No.
Never. They think you're a model because of the hair.
That's the.
And you're tall and you look good in clothes. They think that.
Yeah.
And you kind of think you should be a model one of these days. You'd be good at it. The point of it is you don't look like an Xfinity installer. So when they say, how do you look like that? Which they say a lot because they want to look like you. You don't go say, well, go get a job at Xfinity. No, you have got to say, I hang around with this crew of people and they are up to something. We work out, we take nutrition, we're spiritual, we have fun, and we're living a great life. Would you like to know more? That's all you say. How's that?
That's fairly simple.
For 5 words, I can teach you 5 more words. You got to talk to Joshua.
Yeah.
That's all you ever say to anybody. I thought Joshua.
Here's his number.
Here's his number.
Yeah.
You're going to have it. We can show you everything we're doing. So you get what I got. Is that a deal? And that way, sometimes somebody's going to say, well, I want to do it. They're going to join the crew. Joshua's going to bring in, that person's going to say, you know what? I hate my job. I want to make a little extra money. And at that point, that person's going to say, I think I want to jump in the foxhole with Joshua in business.
Yeah.
And you're going to be going along for the ride because you introduced. So everything you do, you become just a tour guide and talent scout until such point that you decide you want to make a little business out of it. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Pretty good idea? All right, dude. I love you. We'll give you some product. Take care. What a good guy, huh? Most of you would have given up on that conversation early on. When you said you didn't want to make more money. And you couldn't really see anything in there that, you would have given up. But at the point that somebody isn't ready for now, he's right now, when you're an Xfinity installer, you're digging ditches, you're digging cable for the deal, right? So it's only just a matter of time before you fall in the ditch, break your ankle, need surgery, out of there. Or I could project another thing, and it's just a matter of time before they recognize how great you are, and you're going to be the president of Xfinity. It'll be one of the two or something in between. But the point of it is, if the day does come when he needs a little residual income as a result of maybe twisting his ankle in a ditch or at the gym or anywhere else, and he needs something, he can't go to the job at Xfinity anymore, and he's staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night, he's going, geez, I need to make some extra money. You know what he's going to have to say to himself? I got to call Joshua. That's it. That's it. Because Josh is all in, aren't you, Josh? Yeah, you do this. And you believe in it.
I believe it.
Come on. I'm almost done. The reason I'm doing this is because I want you to get, we got 20 minutes. 2 reasons I'm doing it. I'm killing time. I never want to let you go early. This is my man. Still a vegan?
I'm more plant-based now.
What does that mean?
I mean,
They change
eggs
it every
once in a
week.
while.
Eggs every once in a while? So you're okay?
I'm okay.
You believe in you believe in nutrition?
I believe in nutrition.
You believe in network marketing?
I believe in network marketing.
Weren't you quite a smart kid in high school?
I was very smart. I was an AP.
Yeah,
Best
and then all of a sudden you were going to college, and then you met the crew.
Yeah.
And that ended everything. You dropped out of college.
Yeah.
And started thinking more, but going to school less, until you can actually go get your college degree in something that you're passionate about, not just a job.
Right. Well, my degree that I was getting, like, I wouldn't make any money. I would be like an art teacher.
Yeah. But you can. But what if you had a big? I want you to be an art teacher.
Oh, we know a
What
wealthy
about
art teacher.
Erlene?
What?
Yeah, wealthy art teacher.
Oh, Erlene Downey. She died.
But she was a wealthy
She
art
was?
teacher.
She was. She was.
No, actually, you should tell that story. That's the story in the middle of this.
Okay, so now we're going to go down the Erlene rabbit hole because my wife wanted me to. So Erlene Downey was one of the characters of all time. When I was a
We
network
don't have to
marketer,
go into that.
I was in a company called New Skin. And New Skin was an unbelievable company, and I had just gotten sober. And Erlene had not gotten sober yet. And she was the character of all time. She was an art teacher at a major level, but her hobbies were tanning beds and tobacco.
She
So-
lived in Manitou. She lived in Manitou Springs.
She lived in Manitou Springs. She was this hippie actress, hippie, unbelievable, if hippie is even a word anymore. Just this child of the earth and self-expressed at a level you've never believed. She'd go to AA, so she finally got sober, and I became her sponsor, and we just had this most unbelievable, loving relationship for years. And she just worked. So she taught school at a place called Peyton, Colorado, which is an hour away from Manitou Springs. Every morning she gets in her little Volkswagen convertible, pours out of there, heads for the tanning booth, buys a carton of cigarettes, starts smoking, tanning, driving to school every day. Just the greatest woman in the world, and doing longevity like you would not believe. So Dr. Wallet calls one time on December 1st and says, I want to have a meeting in Colorado Springs. And everybody goes, well, good, go have one, Doc. Berlin goes, deal, I'll help you fill it up. She, on Christmas Eve or some crazy time, put 400 people in the room in Colorado Springs. She was a beast of a woman. And she just kept going to network marketing. Every morning she drove down there. She called me up, Tommy, this sucks. Tommy, you're a jerk. Tommy, every day she yelled at me just at the top of her lungs, literally as bad as your wife, Scott. And it was just unbelievable. And at the end of the day, though, she never gave up. And she had a huge, so then she dropped down. And that was so great for her. She got that beautiful home down there. Her husband, Ernie's there. He's still a dear friend. She's still got an organization that kicks off a huge check all the time. But you know what? She lived her life like she wanted to live it. You wouldn't have bought a vitamin from her. You know, what we do is we interview people. Let's face it, we interview people with our eyes because we're arrogant, right? And here she goes. She's completely tan, skinny as a rail, smoking a cigarette, talking about 50 octaves lower than I'm talking right now. Tommy, what's going on? It was so awesome.
But the point was that she left that, her legacy is that she left that check, and Ernie deposits that check every single month.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And she was
5 figures.
Yes.
the most beautiful, kind, wonderful woman on the planet. So now Johnny Joy. So I'm speaking at GoPro, which
Now we're going down.
this is a great rabbit hole right here. So I'm
Sorry,
speaking.
Joshua.
GoPro is the biggest event. That's where I'm at Denice. The biggest event the biggest event in network marketing. And just this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event. And thousands of people there. So the one year they did a really, really big job of it, and they had over 20,000 people speak. And so I got to be a speaker, and it was really
No,
wild. And it was
20,000 people attended.
So I said, something like that. Anyway, and I'm speaking. And I'm speaking from the stage, and I talked about being an alcoholic and a recovering alcoholic. And Johnny Joy, a big talk show host in Colorado Springs, Colorado, was just about to go to the bathroom. And he's walking out the door, and he heard my voice, and he goes, that guy sounds terrible. So he turned around, and I spoke Alcoholics Anonymous, and he walked back into the room, didn't even go to his chair, just walked up to the stage and stood in front of the stage like this and listened. And when I got done speaking, he came and got me. And he just said, I'm in, I'm gonna do this. I can't believe it. I found somebody that was love and compassion, rigorous self-inquiry, shared, I wanna join your tribe. And Johnny Joy was a good friend of the departed Earlene Downey.
Wow.
So he was like reincarnated. That's unbelievable. So now Johnny Joy is with us and one of our guys. He's probably watching this.
Just had a baby.
Johnny Joy had a baby?
Christmas miracle in
So, you guys, and just to end this thing, has anybody got any questions on the stream? Here's what you learned today, by the way.
Because they will not get answered.
What you learned today was nothing of the head. Because I know that if I can create the desire in you, you're going to go figure it out. You're going to figure out the website. You're going to figure out We Team Transformation. You're going to figure it out. And if you're not got it figured out, you're going to come and find me. My job is to let you know that it's worth you figuring it out. Go get that app and learn it. You guys, you know Facebook, you know Instagram, you know Twitter, you know all that jazz, you know podcasts, you know all that stuff better than I'm ever going to know. Because you had a desire and you went and figured it out. This one's the one that you have a desire and you go figure it out. Scott, come up here before we go. Johnson, this is a pretty crazy story too. Listen to this. Another Tom browbeating story gone well. Hi, Scott. What happened?
It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. How long have you and I have known each other? How long? 20 years. Yeah, 20 years.
Wow.
Joined Longevity. Actually, long ago, in 1988, he made thousands of dollars a month in Amway, which is impossible. That's just so hard 20 years ago. We weren't talking about network marketing. Anybody that made money, that kind of money back then, really, really was an unbelievable network marketer. But even back then, he was his own man. So he and I hooked up 20 years ago. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, network marketing works. I already know that. I've done it before. This is so much better now because everything is done with mail and online and everything like that. Back then, I had to go every other Thursday down to Denver to pick up products, bring it in the back of my car and the trunk and everything else to my house, where you'd show up, pick up your products, go home, people come over to your house, pick up their products, go home, and then on down the line, this all took place. Now, everything's done, mailed to your house, you order it up, auto ship, everything's so easy. It's unbelievable. So it works.
You fell in love with Dr. Wallach's message, then what happened? Many years ago.
Where are you going with this?
I ran you guys out of the business for a while.
Well, you know, the thing of it is, it's a process of growth.
Right?
It is, and it's you got to get to a point where you have to have, you know, I'd go to work 50, 60, 70 hours a week.
Driving a concrete truck, hard job.
Yep, dispatching, running loaders, doing all kinds of stuff, just concrete work. It's hard. It's a 4-minute word of work.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is last month I got T-boned and was out of work for a little over a month. No money coming in.
Saved his money, did everything he was supposed to do, had insurance the whole shot, but all of a sudden they started depleting all their money. And they're looking at each other going, what are we gonna do if this ever happens again?
Thank God for family.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. But I figured out then that I needed to get back to doing something that had a residual income. And so that's where I'm at.
So we met down at the coffee shop. We buried everything that I had done rotten to him. Had a nice chat. He forgave me. His wife forgave me. And they're back in business and building their business again because it's bigger than our feelings. You know, we can get over anything if we have the courage to talk it out. And I'm looking right in the camera, hoping a couple of people that won't talk to me are listening right now. Pick up the phone and call me because we can talk it out. True story.
It is, but you also have to figure out the reason why you gotta do it.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that figured out, that's the most important part, figuring out why.
So you're looking at Scott going, well, yeah, he doesn't look like he knows anybody but concrete workers. And you're interviewing him with your eyes on. He's all broken down from the car wreck. Who does he know? So that's probably a good question. So who's your cousin?
My cousin is Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy? That's his cousin. So I texted Mike Lindell.
I had a
him
girl on the Africa trip that literally packed a bag just for that bloody pillow.
Yeah, they love the pillow. That's his cousin. He's a zillionaire.
Yeah.
And a heck of a nice guy. Just takes care of the family.
I sleep on my pillow bed. We have my pillow pillows, we have travel pillows, we have topper.
Thought of
They
Who was
work.
I gonna-
We're gonna $30.
My life's dream. Hello, Mike Lindell. What are you doing? I'm on my My Pillow. How are you sleeping? Just fine because of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine.
God, dude. We're gonna get there. Thank you, Scott, so much. Give him a round of applause. Stand down, so great.
Were there
You
any
know?
questions?
Any questions show up?
Just like where to go to learn network marketing.
Who said that?
I sent them to contactmapping.
5 words. You got to talk to Tom.
You got to talk to Tom.
Whoever you are, you send, put my phone number up. Call me up. I'll tell you what books to read. Make the commitment that you want to partner with me and be an influencer, and I don't know who you are, what stage you're at. I can help you. It's that simple.
Becky had a.
I take major exception that you watched this for 3 hours and asked that question. Thank you very much. Beck, what do you got?
On the YouTube thing, there's just the 2. There's an influencers and there's stuff.
No, there's a 1-star. You have to be qualified 1-star for one of them.
Okay.
So 1-star and above, that one's for that one. And then there's also a We Team brick rank. So as you come in, you're a CEO and you get into the onboarding. So what their goal is to get anybody in the onboarding to senior associate. So that's
Which is the brick.
yeah, that's the brick rank in longevity. And senior associate is defined as you doing 200 with 3 people on your top line doing 100 apiece and 1,000 in your first 3 levels. And that's going to kick off about $100 paycheck for you in that ballpark. So
You get your products for free.
yeah, you're getting, so that was the brick rank. If you build your entire organization and just build bricks, you're going to build a heck of a business. So I'm taking over with We Team Transformation where onboarding stops. I love the onboarding. I love the fact that it's there for people that want to move at a slow pace. The minute they hit 1-star, senior associate, that's that brick rank, they know they can make 1-star. So then I have another group built for you, of course, Maria, that's going to take you right from the the brick rink to 1-star, like you guys did in Nothing Flat. And then we're gonna take it on, like you did, Denise. And then we're gonna take it on up the ladder to the other ranks. And what I've done is I've just created it every inch of the way. And then the influencer thing is for the people that say, you know, they're the, I don't even know, what would we call that? Anorexia, dyslexia. We're the opposite. Yeah, we're the opposite of what everybody else is wanting. You know, that 90% of network marketing, most people don't really want to do anything. They just want the camaraderie, and I love that and respect that. And then there's people that get stuck by that. And failure in network marketing is defined, gravity in network marketing is defined by the failure of the people around you. So all those people that are just moving slow, because that's what they want to do. They're taking the products. So you go to the meeting and everybody's just standing there, they're happy, and they're done, but they're not really after it. And the way that you launch your business is to defy gravity with those 4 influencers. And those 4 influencers, you're going to start, that rocket's going to rise, and it's going to go kind of slow, and then it's going to do what Denise and I did, and it's going to go nuts. And that's the key. So I don't want no more. Here's what I tell people all the time that I'm most proud of. Not only do I have the generals in longevity, I also have the infantry. I get up every morning and do the hair on fire call because I love the infantry. I love it. Everybody on the planet, where they are, my job is to make them feel better about themselves starting the day than they could have possibly felt better. No judgment. I just get on there and go crazy. So that's one end of the spectrum. Lots of people, and I kind of feel longevity, the company, is living there. I think they got some bad advice that's the people they gotta build, they gotta promote, they gotta do this, they gotta do that. And then you got the other side of the spectrum, the me's of the world that don't want to wait for anything. And I think you deserve as much respect if you're that person. If you're Glenn Schultz and you think you can take over the world with this, you better have a crew out there ready to go with you on that, or you guys, where you are not going to slow down no matter what. I know you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I know the first hour of that day is how am I going to catch Tom and rock the socks. That's what I know. Every day, because that's how he's wired. You live your life for a guy wired like that. So wherever you are, you are. But I'm going to tell you what, I've got to, I'll just say this as succinctly as I can for you. Tom Chenault has an ass for every seat. So you can sit here, or you can sit here, or you can sit here. But make sure you're in the seat you want to sit in. So if you're in the customer seat, that's great. You're in the distributor seat, that's great. If you're in the brick rack seat, that's great. If you're in the 1-star and above seat, that's great. If you're in the influencer grade, that's great. But if you're in the influencer seat and you're acting like a brick rank person, you're in the wrong seat. That's not my fault. You chose the wrong seat. We got to get you over there where you're happy. And the vice versa. Here's all these guys that come in the business and they're going like crazy and they're listening to Glenn Schultz talk about soil and they want to blow their brains out. They want to sit over here. Does that make sense to you? So that's all it is. That's all it is. Except for you. I am committed. I'm grabbing you and putting you in that seat because you've shown it. And there's a few of you that are like that have that kind of game that I'm not going to let you off the hook because you've sold yourself out for too long. Does that make sense? Not hurting your feeling? I see 50 grand a month in you.
Oh, yeah.
What you don't know about this kid, what you don't know about him? His mom's loaded. So they decided they were going to get him out of this multi-level marketing thing. So she went to Dylan and Dylan and said, I want to help you guys with the business. I'm going to build it back. We're going to back the business. And they told him what it was going to be like and the whole thing, what they were going to be doing. And they said, no, thanks, Mom. We'll see you in the fall, if at all. I'm moving to Colorado. Because I love your dream. It's good you got a dream for me, Mom, but it's not my dream. My dream's my tribe. My dream is hanging with these guys, doing what we do. That rhymes with readable. And it is. We'll leave them alone if they decide they want. You're right where you're supposed to be, and I love you. People with touch of humor. I love you guys. Everybody have an unbelievable day. Thanks for being here. We're gonna go on. I heard we're giving away 10 packages of soup.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. I brought bundles. 10 bundles?
Yeah.
10 bundles?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
You know what? He was a little asleep when I asked him.
Oh,
that.
really? Well, whichever you prefer.
No, 10 bundles of soup is great.
All right.
Does everybody have tickets?
Cheyenne and me.
Yeah.
All right.